Okay, friends. How many of us believe in magic? Magic? 2-3 people. Okay. And there is something called as magical number. We all have this magical number. For example, boy earning 6 figures or 6 magical numbers salary. I would be wanting 8 figures numbers someday. I will be giving you one magical number today. This magical number is 82,235. Why this number is magical? Because this number, actually the number of cases, assault on women with intent to outrage her or their modesty. Now these are only the cases which have something to do with sexual harassment. I'm not even calculating the cases which are rape or even attempt to rape. Okay, and these cases are from the year 2014. So I have not covered 2016 at all because they are not updated. Now, coming to the point. Right now, we have a lot of cases of sexual harassment, right? Sometimes we think that, oh, poor girl, she is being harassed. Sometimes we always also say, oh, what a kind of man that is. But we also have another side. Another side of the picture is, it is not only the woman who's harassed sexually, and it is not only the woman who's a victim always. Like how the Anti-Dowry Act, women have taken this, also they use this as a weapon to use against people they hate or to take revenge. So I will start with a small video. What if this abuse never happened? How would you get to know if this is a real abuse or a fake abuse? So let us look at this video.
आप मुझे बताइए ये हादसा कब हुआ, कैसे हुआ?
परसों की बात है, 1 तारीख की बात है और हम लोग कहीं बागा जा रहे थे डिनर करने के लिए. हमने टैक्सी हायर किया और हम लोग बागा के लिए डिनर के लिए जा रहे थे. वहाँ पे हमें लगा कि 2-3 बाइक वाले हमारे आगे पीछे जा रहे थे, पर हमें नहीं पता था कि वो लोग कौन थे. और सडनली उन्होंने हमारी टैक्सी के आगे बाइक खड़ा किया और टैक्सी को रोका और टैक्सी वाला पूछने लगा क्या हुआ. इतने में उसको मारपीट करके उसे बाहर निकाला और हमारी गाड़ी में बैठ गया. हमारा जो फ़ोन चार्ज था वो सारा छीन लिया. जो पैसे वैसे थे, एटीएम था, सारा छीन लिया उन्होंने और हमें कहीं और किसी घर पे लेके गए और हमें पता नहीं था कि क्या हो रहा है. हम पूछ रहे हैं आप लोग कौन हो, तो वो बोल रहे कि हम लोग क्राइम ब्रांच से, समथिंग ऐसे कुछ बोला. हमने कहा आईडी वाईडी दिखाओ अपना. बोलता दिखाएंगे, बाद में दिखाएंगे. पता नहीं क्या हुआ, 1 सेकंड में हम सब लोग सुन हो गए थे कि हमें पता ही नहीं चला कि हुआ क्या.
Okay, exclusive video of a rape survivor. How many of think this would have happened? Okay, now here's the thing. This video is just an example to tell you that how news channels or media channels, they fake a story. You can actually understand by reading a person's body language if the person is lying or not lying. So we will find out what's the difference between a person who's actually being harassed and a person who's faking it. So the first thing we notice here is contact. The eye contact was weird. That was not steady. And she has shifty eyes. What does it mean when we have shifty eyes? That means that the person has a lot of cognitive load. The person is trying to remember a lot of things. So put yourself in the position where you're actually sexually harassed. You will not have to remember all those details. Where did you want to go? Where you will be? Or for example, if you are going to dinner at a place, you will not even remember the place where it happened exactly. If you look at the whole picture or the whole video, you will be understanding that she also tells you that they have taken their ATM cards, debit cards, phone that was being charged at that point of time. We do not have to recollect all the details at that point of time. If a person is being sexually harassed, the person is most likely be traumatized at that point of time. She will not remember the phone was charging and what brand I was wearing, what color of t-shirt that person was wearing. These are the details you need to find out. If the person is giving you a lot of details about the sexual harassment case, you can identify that these are lies. Because if I am lying about this case, I will have to figure out every little detail of what I'm speaking to you. Also, the fake victim here, we have to actually look at the expression. If it is a real victim who is talking about his or her experience, they are most likely to showcase their fear or shame on their face. Even if it is a face which is covered, you can still see the eyes and a little bit of forehead. If you can see the shame or you can see the fear, usually in normal fear we can see the eyebrows should be stretched or the eyes should be wide open. We did not see anything like that in this video. That means the person who's talking about the event is not the actual person. Maybe they have taken her from some place and they have given her this piece of idea that she has to speak. Coming back to another point, answers are in a very articulated way of the fake victim. If it is a real victim, she would not have to force herself to think what happened next. It might be a problem that they would not recollect the exact sequence of what exactly happened, but they will definitely remember what is going to happen or what happened next. The last thing, we didn't see it here, but usually what happens, they end up with big fake cry or something like that. They expect the audience sympathy, so they will cry. It's fine if you're talking about your past event. It's fine to burst out in tears. But a person when cries has real tears, also has running nose. A person does not have running nose, that's not a real cry. One of the other means to find out if a person is crying for real, both of the eyes should have equal amount of tears. You cannot calculate the amount of tears, sure, but definitely you can identify which eyes are going first. So if it is right eye going first and then left eye, that is not a real cry. That is a kind of cry that is being forced on oneself. So these are the means that we can find that, okay, this person is lying, this person is not lying. Enough about the victim right now. Let us go to the abuser and check if it is innocent abuser, not wrongly accused person, then how the body language should be. And if it is an actual abuser, then what kind of body language we should be looking for.
Were you aware that Jordan Chandler or his family on his behalf filed a lawsuit against you?
Yes.
To your knowledge, Mr. Jackson, were you ever accused of having sexually molested Brett Barnes?
Won't answer that. Get your answer.
So you're going to let him answer questions about Macaulay Culkin?
Let him answer that one.
To your knowledge, were you ever accused of having sexually molested Macaulay?
That's an instruction not to answer on that one.
We always focus on what we are saying. We do not focus on how we are saying it. When we talk about something, we always pay attention to what kind of body language I should be giving. We do not pay attention to what is the body language we are getting or receiving. You should be focusing on the person's voice, little bit, but more on the body language. If we see here in this video, Michael Jackson only has said one word, yes. Apart from that, we did not see anything. This is a whole video of around 15 minutes. Cut it down to 57 seconds or so. But the thing is here, the first thing to identify is a person who's innocent would most likely be on rage and in angry mode rather than saying, yes. The person will not be low in their voice from any angle, because if the person is innocent, they will be fighting or shouting for their own self. They will not be shy or low in their voice from any angle. That is the thing you should be looking for. Second thing what you should be looking for is the acute anger. Innocent person will always be angry. When it is difficult for you to find out how the situation should be, put yourself into the same situation and then you can understand. If you are actually innocent, most likely you will be angry on the situation rather than being sad. Which brings out to another point, which is fake cry. The real victim would also fake cry or flash fake sadness, will talk about, no, I have not done that, I'm really hurt. A person who's actually charged with sexual harassment case will not be hurt or sad, will only be angry. The person will also be disgusted if it is a sexual harassment case, because if a person is innocent, the person will be not very happy, also will be very disgusted with the idea of associating himself with sexual harassment. That's why when you have a real person or an abuser here and a person who's wrongly charged, you can identify their body language. The person who is a real victim will use the sentences like, I am really hurt, what kind of person do you think I am, or I would never do it. These kind of sentences are usually coming from a liar. Liar about the incident. So if you are asking, did you do that, or did you sexually harass XYZ person, and you're getting an answer like, what kind of person do you think I am? You should be looking for, how dare you ask me that question. So always put yourself in the innocent person's shoes, and the way you will be behaving is the exact amount of body language that we are looking. If you are behaving in an angry or rage with the rage factor, then that means the person who's an innocent person will also behaving in an angry way. So these all are very few things about the body language. The beautiful thing about our body is the brain. When we lie, our brain knows. When we tell the truth, our brain knows. So when we are about to lie, even then our brain tells our body, do not lie, this is not good. And then even if we lie, our body language gives us such cues. So you also have to look at the incongruency, which is a big factor on lie detection, which is when you are saying you're happy, you should look happy. If you're not looking happy, you're not happy. So if I'm saying, hi, nice to meet you, I'm really happy, you should always look at the face vis-a-vis the words that you're speaking. If you're looking sad, you should be saying the sad words. If you're looking happy, you are actually happy. Our brain actually focuses on what we look rather than what we hear. That is why sometimes we don't like a person after meeting them. This is not any sixth sense or any gut feeling. This is actually our brain telling us that there is something wrong with this person's body language. I better catch it. It's just that we don't find what it is, and then we name it by gut feeling or sixth sense or intuition. So that's about it. Before speaking everything or anything, always remember that body always speaks the truth. Thank you so much.